How are you doing on this 50-day spiritual journey towards a more generous life? I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm enjoying getting your comments, the feedback that you give me. They're on the blog, emails that you send to me. Some of you are talking to me in person and telling me what it's like for you on this journey. I hope it's a joy for you as much as it is for me. A young man came to me and he says, Pastor, he says, something's wrong. I listened to his story. Here he was. He had his first job. He was out there and he was working hard. He was working every day. He was making money, and he should have been satisfied with the amount of money that he was making. He was making more than many of the other people in church, more than any of the other people that he was friends with. But yet something seemed to be missing in his life. And he asked me, what could he do? And so I gave him some advice. I asked him to join a group of believers, a group of businessmen who met together on a every other week basis, and they had breakfast together and they talked about life. And as he met with them, he realized that something was really missing in his life. Here he was trying to get more and to acquire more. He had not learned the principle we talked about yesterday of being content with what he had, but here he was trying to serve God and serve money. He had not learned the principle for our lesson today. You cannot serve God and money, but you must learn to serve God with money. Jesus, when he was talking in Luke chapter 16, verses 11 through 13, he said, so if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? Now think about that for just a moment. If you've not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, if you've been dishonest in that area, who's going to trust you with true riches? What are true riches? The gospel? Things of heaven? Jesus goes on and says, no servant can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Those are not my words. Those are the words of Jesus. You cannot serve God and money. So we have to make a choice in our life. Who is it we are going to serve? Are we going to serve God? Is he first in our life? Or is money first in our life? Jesus goes on from there, Matthew chapter 6, and he says something again. He says, do not store up for yourselves treasure on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So the question that asks us is, where is our heart? Where is our treasure? We cannot serve God and money. And so are we using the money that we have in order to serve our God? Or has money become our God?